Yeah, I don't have a creative intro this time. I didn't want to do the Pokemon theme song for fear of being too on tune.
I suggested doing more Jesse and James
And I said
openings,
no.
but
Partially because I can't memorize those, and I don't want to.
That's why you pull
All right,
up
well
the...
then here we go. Here we go. Something that's still in the spirit. Zubat, 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 Zubat,
Wait,
Zubat.
no. Who's that Pokemon?
It's depression.
That's not a real Pokemon, but okay.
It's childhood. Fuck.
All right, so now we gotta. So, to the best of our ability, we need to talk about the story here.
Okay, so yeah, so I've got some tangents here for sure. For sure. So we only watched the first 12 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously starter, getting out, doing things. It's kind of just the beginning. We meet Misty, we meet Brock, you know.
Yeah,
we meet Samurai Dude, we meet Jesse and James.
Okay, hold on
That
here.
rich guy.
Hold on here.
Yeah.
Before I'm gonna get this prefaced. This may be cheesy, but it very much applies to the story of Pokemon. It's about the journey, not the destination with Pokemon.
That is 100% true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because they just start off in a new region every time you finish a series.
Yep.
You know, that's why you get Alola and Sinnoh.
Okay, do you want me to go through all of them?
Hang on. Alola, Sinnoh, Unova, Huna?
No.
It's an H, right?
There is an H.
Huan?
Close.
Okay. I think I only know the name. Oh, and Kanto.
You got some of them here.
Yeah.
So you want me to go through the main Pokemon regions?
Yeah, why don't you?
So Pokemon, this first generation, takes place in the Kanto region. The sequel to Pokemon, Pokemon Gold and Silver, also within the original series, takes place in the Johto region.
Johto.
The next region is Hoenn,
Hoenn.
Too Much Water, followed by my personal starting and favorite region, Sinnoh.
That's the one a lot of people know.
That's the one our generation has the most attachment to, I'd say.
Yeah.
Followed by Unova, the New York American one. Followed by Kalos, the France one. Followed by Alola, the Hawaii one.
Yep, which I remember watching on Cartoon Network.
That one was actually Disney XD.
Okay, I definitely watched Alola, and
And then finally, the newest region, Galar. And then we have a new region, but I don't believe it's... Galar's based off of the UK, by the way. And there's the new region that's coming out soon called... we don't have a name for it, I don't think, but it takes place in Spain. With an honorable mention going to Old Sinnoh, which is named Hisui.
I mean, so, yeah, it's pretty cool that they kind of, themed each region. So, obviously, this first region is...
It's the Kanto region.
Yeah,
it's
in literally
Japan,
Kanto.
It's just straight up the Kanto region.
It is the Kanto region.
But the other regions are all given different names from their actual places.
Yeah. I will say, there is nothing stunning story-wise in the first 12 episodes.
There's no overarching story here. And there obviously
we have an overarching story.
There is, but it doesn't really matter. It's Ash sets out to become the best Pokemon Master and go to all the gyms.
Yeah, I will say, I am partial... When I first rewatched this show, right? The Indigo League a long time ago. Well, when I say when I first watched it. Mm-hmm. I did kind of fall into that weird rabbit hole where people were talking about, the Ash Ketchum coma theory with the figments of personality.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was really funny. And do you two know that theory?
No.
So, brief, because it is actually relevant to this set of episodes, but the brief synopsis is basically that when he's electrocuted by Pikachu in the rain, he goes into a coma. And everything since that episode has been his own imagination inside of his coma, and he's actually 20 years old in a hospital hooked up to life support, and all of the characters we meet are just aspects of his personality, cordoned off and made into separate people, which is why each character we meet sometimes personifies a certain trait but doesn't have a lot of character, and then as he kind of matures inside his own mind, so do the characters he's interacting with, which is why Brock goes away and Misty goes away and we get different characters coming in, and then we see Brock come back later. And it's a really dark theory, and it's obviously not.
No, it's obvious.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
used namely to because it's sort of a running joke as the series goes on that Ash is still 10 years
Yeah.
old after there's been more
Yeah.
episodes than there are
And-
days in the year.
And the reason why he still looks 10 is because he doesn't know what he looks like older than 10 because he's been in a coma since the
I
last
want
time
to
he
say it's
looked at
also used
himself.
to explain why he can never win a Pokemon League,
Yeah.
but then he recently won, so that aspect kind of has to go out.
Yeah, so I don't know, I thought I'd bring it up because it's actually kind of relevant to, like, the culture around this first season.
It's an interesting theory, but it's one of those fan theories.
Yeah.
It's a fan theory, and it'll remain in the realm of
It's
fan
about
theories.
as canon as Professor Oak sent Ash and all the kids off so he could sleep with their mothers.
Yeah.
God.
Just wondering, like, how old is normally, like, a Pokemon master? Because this is a whole lot of work becoming a Pokemon
10 years old is
master.
pretty normal for Pokemon. We're actually going to see some trainers that are slightly younger. They just didn't set out on their journey.
Yeah.
Pokemon masters.
They're trainers. So he's saying that there's a difference between masters and trainers. Well, age-wise. I think that all comes down to experience, which depends on how early you started. You can be a master younger if you started
Yeah.
younger, or if you're better at it, you could be a trainer later in life because you started late.
Okay.
Let me put it this way, Vorn. Think about the best COD players in the world, Call of Duty. They're 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta find, if you're obsessed with it, you can get that good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. That's a good thing about Pokemon. Doesn't seem to have a whole, like, the system that they've created doesn't have a whole lot of restrictive rules. It's
kind of like an animated procedural.
yeah. It basically is. I mean, it is the quintessential format for a weekly or
Yeah.
like just daily filler cartoon. Like this is the format, right? Just a different thing every week.
That
or
said, it's
every day.
hilarious when you get characters, because Ash throughout the episodes we watch runs into these characters where by then he's like, yeah, we'll go to the Pokemon League, I'll see you again, and then they never reappear in the
I'm
series.
still
Yeah.
waiting for Samurai Boy.
Samurai Bugman,
Yeah, Samurai
Yeah.
who
Bugman.
Ash had an actual dick measuring contest with.
Yeah.
Or not even a dick measuring contest, but a dick hardening, because all Metapod can do is
It's
harden.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Giselle and, like, freaking who was that other guy that was with Giselle?
They never reappear.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
The guy, the
so-
Sandshrew guy, never reappears.
Your biggest through line in Pokemon is Jesse and James.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
appear every series, pretty
Wow.
much.
Up till around Unova. Then they
Yeah.
actually start getting a little bit more conservative with their appearances.
Yeah,
Just
but-
a little bit.
But Jesse and James are your biggest through line.
Yeah. They're your main connecting, like, recurring characters.
Yeah. And like I said, we stand Jesse and James. So is there anything we want to say about the story?
There are a couple
'Cause
episodes
I
that I thought
don't-
were pretty... Like, Brock's episode was surprisingly mature.
Yeah.
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 Because I was going to say, I don't think it's necessary to kind of go... See, there's not really arcs in this
No,
first 12
no.
episodes, so we can't
'cause-
go over the arcs, and it's unnecessary to go over every episode.
There's
Yeah.
the important ones, which are really... I'd say the important ones are the Brock episode, the big character episode, like the Misty episode,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then Ash catching Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur also probably.
Also, just as special place in my heart goes out to episode 1 because that's what started this
Yeah.
all, and that's he's late, he wakes up late, runs down in his pajamas. Do you still have a Pokemon for me? Just one. You'd think that the professor would have like more than one
Yeah.
of each starter Pokemon, and then he gets this stupid fucking Pikachu that has such a bad attitude. Also, Pikachu is the second in that evolutionary set, where that's not the case for Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, he actually got a partially evolved Pokemon. Problem is,
Actually,
Pikachu never
no.
evolves.
Well, at the point in the series...
Well,
at least
yeah,
they
because
had-
Pichu didn't
Yeah,
exist.
this is
but,
first form for this series.
but we know, like now, retroactively, that Pikachu's the
There
second.
is actually an episode, like, we're never watching this, by the way. This is that far ahead. Where you do actually get to see Pikachu as a Pichu, and you see the moment where he evolved.
Oh, I might look that up on YouTube. after
Although,
this,
unfortunately, this Pikachu never evolves into a Raichu, so...
yeah, it's okay. We love Pikachu the way he is. Speaking of, let's all give, like, a quiet, like, round of applause for Pikachu losing weight since 1990-something.
Wait, you lost weight? What?
If you actually look at Pikachu from Season 1 to, like, today, they've actually slimmed down his design significantly.
As they started, because Pikachu, fun fact, wasn't originally supposed to be the mascot of Pokemon.
Yeah.
That was kind of an accident.
Yeah.
Because they did that for the anime because they decided to target it a little bit closer to boys and they thought Pikachu could do it. Originally, Clefairy was supposed to be Pokemon's mascot.
There is actually a shoujo manga where Clefairy is the main character. Nick Nack and I read it. It's a thing.
So here's a fun little behind the scenes thing. Originally we did it and we saw that it existed and we almost just ran the first book to do a quick off the shelf about it, and then we decided no, this is not even worth that.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
I loved it, but it was terrible.
Actually god-awful.
Yeah, literally. You can find it, however, online free. I think you can only find the first volume or two, and it did go on for a little while, but it is not all available online. And you do have to pirate it. It's not purchasable for a reasonable amount of money. You can get it for like $700 on Amazon, the first volume.
Yeah.
But no.
Gen 1 manga, everyone remembers Pokemon Adventures, which is actively the best the best version of Pokemon's story. Electric Tail of Pikachu, which is the horniest version of Pokemon's story. And then there's that, which no one remembers.
Yeah, but anyways, I just have a special place in my heart for the first episode, and Pikachu, because I grew up with Pikachu as like even when I didn't watch Pokemon, I knew Pikachu. It was hard not to know Pikachu as just a symbol of children.
Yeah, even me, who also didn't really know too much about Pokemon, I knew fucking Pikachu.
I didn't even know the 3 other starters for a long time. I just knew Pikachu. So
yeah, definitely Pikachu.
Yeah, I love Pikachu.
So
you actually got me a figure of Pikachu dressed up as Kakashi, and I actually want more of that line. Because it's a whole line of figures, and I definitely want to get more, because they're very affordable and super cute.
it's fan merch, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think... Because Pokemon... We could sit here and break down every episode, but it's not worth it.
It's not necessary.
Anyone have any, episodes that stuck out to them that they enjoyed or that they particularly didn't enjoy, maybe?
I mean, okay. Realm and I have a bone to pick with the Misty episodes, obviously, the introduction of her and how she treats Ash.
Yeah, so it's more so in the introductory episodes, where we first kind of meet her. The way Ash meets her is Ash is fleeing from a swarm of Spearows. And he jumps into the water to escape them with Pikachu still unconscious, and he jumps on to or he finds Misty because Misty fishes him out of the water along with Pikachu. And she, just for no goddamn reason, other than that someone, I guess, fucking pissed in her cornflakes that morning, just absolutely treats Ash
I mean, no, here's the thing.
No, let him finish his thought.
No, go ahead.
She just absolutely treats him like shit for no goddamn reason. There's no reason for her every single snide little remark that she makes about him. And he does his... And my boy Ash goes out of his way to be nice. Yeah, sure, he needs to take his bike. But literally, there's a swarm of Spearows on the way. What's he gonna do at this point? What is he gonna do? He's not going out of his way to be rude, but Misty is just absolutely going out of her way to give Ash the ever-loving...
To be combative.
Yes, to be combative. To just be as snide as humanly possible.
Okay, from my viewpoint is... She just fished a guy out of fucking the lake. And he's holding an injured-ass Pikachu outside of his ball, which is very rare. And then he stole her bike and left her to fend for herself with a whole bunch of wasp things coming at her.
I mean, let's be drills.
Beedrill.
No,
They
it was
were-
actually the Spearow.
It was the.
It
no,
was
but-
the so it was
okay.
the Spearows.
Okay, because he just
Beedrills
said
were a
bees.
Pokemon
Okay.
that we see, but not that.
Yeah,
Okay,
but this was
but-
that was later.
I can understand both sides of this, right, Knick Knack? You can see both sides of this. Like, obviously, Ash is an idiot, right? First of all, Ash is a dumbass. And he is not handling this well, right? Like, he can... And obviously, Pikachu's not helping because Pikachu is not being cooperative.
Yeah.
And Ash is just, like, so far out of his depth, right? And I mean, Misty was kind of, like, immediately combative. But at the same time, you know... Ash doesn't exactly present the best front
Yeah.
to meeting someone, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't make the best first impression,
No.
obviously. And he kind of continued to make a bad impression for a little while.
It kind of looked like he stole a Pikachu.
Well, I don't know if stole is the right word, but they did kind of play it off that, like, Misty saw it and she was like, oh my god, did you beat the shit out of that Pokemon and now you're, like, taking him? Like, are you a Pokemon hunter or whatever? Like, one of the bad ones? So, like, I could see that. You know what I mean? Like, even when they get to the town, right? The cops there's like, there's Pokemon kidnappers, you know, here. Like, watch out.
Yeah.
You know? And then Jesse and James show up because,
Yeah.
there you
Well,
go.
because they're there.
yeah.
I'm surprised how they don't notice a goddamn giant cat blimp. Well, not blimp, balloon above their city.
I don't know.
Suspension
the-
of disbelief,
Here's the
Vaughn.
thing: they had wanted posters up, but almost like if
Yeah.
you actually watch further into the series, or if you've played the games that Jesse and James are actually in, they aren't anything at all. Like, there are jokes even within Team Rocket. They are considered just like no one actually cares about them. They just probably did something in the area that was worth putting that poster up on that day.
They're like that character they're like that Sanji character in later One Piece at times. I forget his name. None of you get that reference because it's like post time skip practically. But
Yeah.
Wait, was that the only episode we get the balloon in?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my god, because that balloon is so
Yeah.
integral to their
Methods
look
of
and
movement.
method.
Yeah.
But thinking of in the 12 episodes we watched, that was the only episode that
No,
balloon appeared in.
I think there was one more where the balloon popped.
No, it was the same episode
the
where
same
it
That
was.
was the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's actually an interesting, like, if you want a through line for Pokemon here, Jesse and James' financial state.
It's terrible.
I mean,
it's fucking
They
terrible.
had that robot to dig that hole.
I
That's
think
it for
my
wealth.
my favorite part of Jesse and James was the Fred Flintstone moment with the box.
Okay, they had, so this is a line where I was like, wait, 4 kids did this? Onix in Pokemon is commonly joked about to be just a penis.
Yeah.
Jesse threw out an Ekans, which is also commonly used as a
Yeah.
joke for a penis. And then Jesse when Onix is fighting Ekans, and Jesse makes the comment, "Come on, Ekans, let's show him size doesn't matter."
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep. Yep.
There.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Look. In the 90s, people were a lot less politically
And there's an
correct than
actual
we are
point where
today.
James says, "This is why I don't go straight."
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Look, the 90s was a less politically correct time, and I think we all appreciate our childhoods because of that.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows there are certain things that we saw in TV shows growing up that if you put that on TV today, it would be cancellation, banning, hate.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Okay, but Pokemon did get cancellation, banning, and hate.
well, yeah, but not the way that I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously it's still a thing.
But I'm surprised they got away with that in general.
Yeah.
Because it's 4 kids. Like, it's not that I'm surprised they got away with it on TV. I'm
It's that-
surprised
it's
they
that-
got away with it with 4 kids.
Yeah.
I mean,
Think about what they did to every other show.
And then there's
True.
Pokemon. And
Yeah.
then there's Pokemon.
wait, when did Yu-Gi-Oh come out? Like when
Yu-Gi-Oh's a little later in the...
And they censor out guns in Yu-Gi-Oh! But in
Yeah.
Pokemon here, within the in the 12th episode we watch, there's a scene where just after Team Rocket robs a store, everyone's so on edge that when Ash enters, they all pull shotguns on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Yu-Gi-Oh comes a little later than Pokemon.
Yeah, but it's like,
Um,
man, 4Kids really lowered
Yeah.
or heightened their standards.
Plus, Yu-Gi-Oh built a really strong card community and like gaming community, but the original anime was kind of hit or miss. Like, I loved it, right? I loved the original Yu-Gi-Oh, but some of the later seasons got like a lot more hype because of when they came out, and also there was the weird like Millennium arc and a couple other things.
So, both the original Yu-Gi-Oh and the original Pokemon are before our time.
Mm-hmm.
I think the original Yu-Gi-Oh did not carry over to later generations like Pokemon, because Pokemon, even if you start the later generation, you watch the original.
Pokemon stays pretty much the same through all of its
Yeah.
iterations. That is not the case with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh substitutes out generationally, but at the time, I would argue Yu-Gi-Oh's anime was the reason the cards were so popular.
Yeah. But the Yu-Gi-Oh characters don't stick around, obviously, because it's a different set of characters in GX and 5Ds and Zexal and Arc V.
So eventually, I plan to write a video essay on this for the channel, but I kind of wish Pokemon did the same thing, because they do that in the best Pokemon manga, where they'll switch out their main characters, and they do maintain some continuity, but it's more of a world continuity thing.
Well, Ash is because Ash never gets switched
Yeah.
out.
And I don't mind Ash. I think part of the reason a lot of people hate Ash as much as they do is just because he's been around for 20 years now.
Longer.
Yeah.
Look, my dude, it is 2022.
And and Ash is still the main character.
When did Pokemon first come
1999,
out?
1998, depending on your
So
region.
it is 23 or 24 years
Yeah.
old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Ash is old enough to drink alcohol.
Yeah.
But he's still 10 years of age in the show.
That's where the cultural hatred of Ash comes from. It's just that he's been around so long, and we're kind of sick of his shit.
It doesn't help that they change out his side cast pretty frequently.
Yeah, they're willing to chance sidecast, but not him.
Yeah. They also change out his Pokemon.
Yes.
With the exception of Pikachu, very frequently. So, you get a lot of change everywhere except for Ash. And obviously, because you're seeing Ash year after year, there's no real space for him to grow and evolve, because if he grows and evolves, then he's unnecessary.
He does grow and evolve within the season, and sometimes it'll carry over to later seasons, but then arbitrarily they'll just reset him back to zero.
Because they can't keep growing and evolving him infinitely, because then he just becomes like a well-rounded adult with good social skills. Then there's no reason for him to be learning lessons.
If you watch the Gens 1 through 4 anime, they actually maintain pretty consistent about his characterization.
Yeah, but if they kept going, there's no reason for him to be learning more lessons. There have been so many iterations of Pokemon, right? So many Pokemon series that inevitably, like, you're going to reach a point where he's no longer a stupid kid, and you can't have that because you need him as a stupid kid who needs to learn lessons.
Well, ideally, that's the point where you switch out protagonists. But that's the thing
but they don't do that.
Starting in Gen 5, they just reset his characterization to be stupid kid again. And I think that's the point where true hatred of Ash really started.
Yeah. So it's not so much the first 4 seasons of Pokemon or whatever. It's more so after the 4th season, they turn Ash back into stupid kid again.
Yeah. It's actually more like 5 seasons, but that's beside the point.
I mean, what does a season count for here? Are we talking...
Well, there's an entire...
first...
Sorry, I mean, are we talking regions, or are we talking, calendar seasons?
Okay, there's a lot more seasons than 5, but
that's
even
what
regions, because there's an entire anime-only regional arc.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. No, I mean, it's fucked up. The continuity's fucked, and they do just kind of reset Ash arbitrarily after a certain point. And they have to, right? You can't... You have to. You literally have to if you're going to keep him around.
But it's never an actual reboot. Like, we're going into the newest series now, and they're actively calling back to stuff from Gen 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Look, maybe there's a chance Samurai Bugkin appears again in Pokemon Journeys.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? Continuity exists, right? All of this is happening sequentially. He went to Kanto, then he went to all these different regions. He's in what?
He's actually jumping between regions right now.
Okay, well, wherever
Galar
he
never
is...
had its own dedicated season.
Okay, well, wherever he is, Galara or whatever, he has, he's been to all the other regions. It's not as if it's a different him or a different show. It's just his emotional maturity gets reset.
Yeah.
Frequently at this point.
And his competency in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Also, can I say, I will say this, and this is perhaps just a me complaint, and obviously because most of the Pokemon I've watched, what little I have, has been later seasons. He really does not use Pikachu with the frequency that I would want him to. I'm sorry. But, like, it just, like, and this is probably a result of the selection of random episodes that I have seen from random seasons, because I've seen on total, outside of this season, maybe a collective 13 or 14 episodes total. But he's never using Pikachu in those episodes, and it irritates me so much.
Okay. Here's where I'll defend him here. Have you ever... Seki, you've never actually played a Pokemon game beginning to end.
Not beginning to end, no.
In theory, yes, you can go through and solo everything with your starter. That's usually the easiest way to play. But also, that's just not very interesting.
But
really
fun
not.
fact, there's actually a reason that Seki hasn't played a Pokemon game all the way through, and it's entirely due to her own inexperience with the games, because you two gave me the old game, right?
We gave her
what
either
was
the
it?
original... I can't remember if it was the original Pokemon Red or if it was the remake Fire Red and Leaf Green.
I think it was Fire Red Leaf Green on, like, not even a DS, it was
on a
like,
Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance, and I... Okay. Story time, dumbass. I put the game in and I started playing, and there's a point where it says you have to go find the professor. And so I went to his house, and I went into his house, and he wasn't there, and it was like, he's not here right now, he might be back later. And at one point it says don't go off the path, right? And so I thought that, like, the grass was, like, a solid barrier, and you couldn't go into those sections. So for, like, 3 weeks, I kept, like, just turning on the game at random times, and, like, going in and out of the professor's house, thinking that maybe it was, like, a time-locked thing, because in my brain I forgot that, like, Game Boy Advances don't have, like, clocks like Animal Crossing games do.
They can, but they require a battery within the game itself.
Yeah, and it didn't have that, and I think after like 3 weeks, I was just like, Knick-Knack, when's the professor supposed to show up? And he was like, you have to go into the grass. And in 2 weeks of trying
Being fair,
to play
this
this...
is a pretty common story when you're looking at, like,
Yeah, but I was...
7-year-olds that are playing this for the first time.
But I was in college.
Yeah.
I was actively in college. So
I think I just peeked the mic right there.
that's fine.
I've
So-
seen versions of that story where they go into the grass and it took them so long to figure that out that they thought that the kid thought that that was where the game ended because they didn't know that you could save and go further.
Yeah, so that was a thing.
Oh my god.
I'm glad I didn't make that mistake when I got to the DS game.
Being fair, the DS game's a lot less ambiguous than the Game Boy Advance game was.
Yeah, I did get a decent distance in the DS game, specifically so I could get a Growlithe. I wanted a Growlithe, so I had to go find where to get a Growlithe.
Do you want to tell them the story of where you got, like, stuck in the starting session?
That was
like,
the story.
That was the story.
Wait, no, didn't you get up to, like, level 30 or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You're thinking of someone else's Pokemon story,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's just my first Pokemon game experience. It did not endear me to further exploration of the franchise, to be honest. And I think what sucked was that I had actually played Heart Gold and Soul Silver once at, I think, your place when I was in middle school on a DS. And I did enjoy it when I played it that one time, but it was your game and I didn't have a copy, and that's obviously a very hard game to find a copy of now. And I never went back to it, and then I had the Game Boy experience, and I just kind of lost interest in trying to play the games on DS past that. They're also not really the kind of games that I necessarily enjoy. Granted, most of my DS games make me want to rip out my own hair.
Do you want to do Waifu Wars? It's almost 30 minutes.
Well, it's not Waifu Wars.
It's not
time-
Well, if you have
We're
a
not-
waifu, feel free to,
Look,
but...
look.
Eh.
Knick-Knack and Vorn can do Waifu Wars. So
Me-
Realm and I will cheer you on. Waifu Wars. Waifu Wars. Waifu Wars. Knick-Knack.
Brock.
Vorn.
Misty Sisters.
Okay.
Alright.
So now it's time for
Now
the
it's time for-
long-awaited and much anticipated Pokemon Smash
Smash
Your
or
Pass.
Pass.
First 12 episodes.
Yes.
Pikachu.
So, Smash.
I'm gonna go.
Fucking Smash.
I'm actually gonna go for pass on this one. I'm gonna go pass
Oh.
for Pikachu.
Bulbasaur.
Smash.
Pass.
Charmander.
Smash.
Pass.
Squirtle.
Pass.
Pass.
Nidoran male. Nidorino male.
Pass.
Smash.
Nidorino.
Smash.
Mine was a pass.
Onyx.
Smash.
Smash.
Gengar.
Pass.
Smash.
Pidgey.
Pass.
Pass.
Rattata.
Pass.
Pass.
Spiro.
Smash.
Pass.
Sandshrew.
Pass.
Let me see Sandshrew.
Ah, no, smash. Smash Sandshrew.
Smash.
All the way.
Smash.
Mankey.
Pass.
Let me see Mankey. Pass.
Dodrio.
Pass.
Pass.
Magikarp.
Smash.
Pass.
Gyarados.
Pass.
Pass.
Ho-Oh.
Smash.
Pass.
Right. Goldeen.
Smash.
Pass.
Ekans.
Let me see it. I'm
Sorry.
gonna
Pass.
Smash.
Coughing.
Smash.
Pass.
Meowth.
Smash.
Pass.
Chansey.
Let me see.
Pass.
Smash.
Caterpie.
Pass.
Pass.
Metapod.
Pass.
Smash. Absolutely smash.
Butterfree.
Pass.
Pass.
Beedrill.
Pass.
Pass.
Right.
You forgot Pidgeotto.
Oh, and Pidgeotto.
Pass.
Pass.
Kakuna or Weedle.
Pass.
Pass and pass.
Pinscher.
Pass.
Pass.
There's only one in episode 5. It's Geodude, which is an absolute smash.
Yes. Smash.
Clefairy.
Pass.
Smash.
Clefable.
Pass.
Smash.
Zubat.
Pass.
Smash.
Staryu.
Pass.
Smash.
Paris.
Pass.
Let me see Paris. Pass.
Starmie.
Let me see.
Pass.
Let me see. Smash.
Seal.
Smash.
Pass.
Graveler.
Pass.
Smash.
Cubone.
Pass for age-related reasons, but I just want to take it and cuddle it and take all of its pain away.
Smash.
Weeping Bell.
Pass.
Pass.
Pidgeot.
Pass.
It's Chad Pidgeotto.
Pass.
Oddish.
Pass.
Let me see Oddish.
I don't even remember that one.
Smash.
Wow, man, me and Realm exposing our preferences, because we had some very different takes.
I mean, I was just fucking around with this. I'm not being serious with any of these.
Well, I don't know about you, I take my responsibilities entirely seriously.
Well, so this
Hence why I did not smash Cubone.
so I was being very irresponsible with my choices then. So do not take my decision. So then in that case,
Please smash responsibly.
Absolutely take Realms.
Don't take mines to heart. I was being irresponsible with my choices.
No,
So
absolutely
Realm is
take
the
Realms
one
to
giving
heart.
the mandatory "I am not a furry" rant here.
I'm not even gonna bother. I definitely said smash to several things that were furred, and a few things that weren't. Although I don't think I said yes to anything scaly, and you did, so at least I'm not a scaly yet. I say yet because I saw Dragonite in our next section.
Didn't you say smash to Charmander?
Does he have scales? Or is he just a
He's a
lizard?
lizard.
Lizards don't have scales. They have lizard skin. That's different. Lizard skin is different from actual scales.
Okay. Alright, well I think that should be all for this.
Seki over here trying to justify not being a scaly when
Right.
when in reality dragons are always a smash and therefore I am exclusively a scaly.
I mean, your name is literally Sekhmet.
Yeah, but that's a lion.
Ah, okay.
Lion head. That's
Yeah,
not
okay.
anything scaly. But like also dragons are always an absolute smash and on the list of like so I've joined a group on Facebook called Here Come the Monster Fuckers, right? Because I'm on Monster Fucker TikTok and on the list, right, top 5 like monsters I'd fuck are definitely dragons and naga, which means I am 100% a scaly. by that definition.
Wait, dragons or humanized dragons?
So long as it all works without tearing me open, I don't care. They're dragons.
Can I get you to give a smash or a pass on a random one that hasn't appeared yet?
Sure.
Garchomp.
Let me take a look at I will participate in this as well.
Garchomp? I may not have spelled that right. Oh, absolute smash.
Garbage.
Absolute smash. Look, here. You may never have wanted to hear this phrase in your life, Knick-Knack. You may not want to hear this take, right? But, you see those spikes on his thighs? Those are thigh holders for me. Put your legs right down in between them.
Too many. Honestly, what does it for you does not do it for me.
No, but that's patented thigh and arm holds.
No, I understand. I understand where you're coming from, but that's like a no for me. So I'm gonna pass on this one.
All right, Realm, for you, Zacian.
All right, Zacian. All right.
Yeah,
Degeneracy.
Zacian.
I wouldn't smash
Zacian.
any of these. These are cute pets.
Look at the next photo.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm not planning on
Pass.
smashing them, Born. It's just
This is just dumb fun. It's
If
just
you
dumb
get
fun.
the opportunity, would you?
I mean, you put a hot dragon in front of me, like IRL, and I probably would smash. You know, it's a dragon. I love two things: dragons and books. I'm sorry. I have to be honest with myself. It's a dragon. So long as something works out in the universe.
I will say this about Zacian. While I will choose to pass on Zacian, very regal. I can appreciate the design.
Let me see.
That looks like a cool pet.
Smash!
I'm just like I wouldn't smash, but I would
would.
definitely have this in my Pokemon arsenal. This would definitely be like one of my Pokemon of choice.
I would. That's like a rainbow hippogriff. I love it.
All right. Well, I think we'll see you next time with free thoughts here.
Gotta smash 'em all, Pokemon.
Go jail.